The Seneca Gaming Authority is the regulatory body for the Seneca Nation of Indians gaming operations. We have offices primarily in Niagara Falls, but also in Buffalo and Salamanca as well. Our IT environment before we got involved with TERACAI and NIMBLE storage was a lot of physical servers. It was very disparate. It wasn't as organized as it could be.
Our IT environment was, I guess you could say the data was scattered. We had servers, different locations, which is why we looked into this solution to kind of centralize our data.
Prior to NIMBLE, the SGA had basically a non-virtualized environment. So it was a lot of physical servers, physical database machine, and we didn't have any sort of centralized storage at all.
Yeah, Seneca Gaming had an environment where they needed additional capacity, they needed additional performance. Scalability was hard without having to buy a whole new storage array every time they wanted to scale. And then performance, adding new applications, they really didn't have that crystal ball to understand what was coming down the road.
The opportunities for growth was the inclusion of a virtual environment. So we wanted to plan out a lot of physical to virtual conversions, consolidate our storage from all of the disparate storage that we had at all of our sites, and really get the management down.
We worked through TERACAI. They introduced us to the demo and explained NIMBLE to us and what it did, and then we decided to move forward with the product.
The Seneca Gaming Authority reached out to TERACAI because they were looking at expanding their storage platform. They were looking for capacity, performance, ease of use, and scalability. And right away, TERACAI saw that NIMBLE would be a great fit. So they brought us in, we did a WebEx, we showed them all the features, kind of compared us to what we were doing with versus other solutions. And the value was there right off the bat.
NIMBLE provided two storage arrays, one for their headquarters in Niagara Falls and one for their remote site. We set up virtualization on those arrays and replication in between the two arrays.
We were able to get at least double the amount of physical storage that we were dealing with into our new NIMBLE solution. So it's allowing us for growth, and then the built-in compression that NIMBLE has is saving us even more on top of that.
We were able to put in a very small 3U footprint a lot of capacity, but also tons of performance, where traditionally you would need a full rack of storage to get this type of performance. We're able to do in a 3U footprint. So we were able to provide them above 15 times the performance of what they were currently using without having to have that price point or very large footprint.
So the great thing about a NIMBLE storage array is it has such a high performance ceiling that even in relatively small configurations like that of Seneca Gaming Authority, they have the ability to expand into, say, virtual desktops, and on that same array they could probably do about 200 virtual desktops in addition to handling their server virtualization environment. So it gives them lots of flexibility down the road in terms of expansion.
We are virtualized. Our database environment is virtualized. We've got preliminary steps for disaster recovery and business continuity plans, and we've got snapshots, and we've just got a better idea, a better handle on the data that we have and how it's organized, how it's managed. It's just overall a better, more efficient environment.
The big advantage is the ease of use that they have, the scalability, no downtime for any upgrades, and they don't have to worry about having to buy a new storage array every time they grow or change an existing application.
One of the outcomes from the solution has been a better handle on our IT budget for the year. We are spending our money in a much wiser fashion, and we're able to allocate funds to different resources because we're saving so much from not having to purchase physical servers with the virtual environment. It's just saving us a lot of money.
I think we just have a better idea not only of what we're doing with our data, but we're spending our money wiser. So, going forward, we're not spending as much on equipment per se because we already have that in place, and we can allocate that towards, different types of hardware or anything else we want, move it around software-wise, and we're just, I guess, getting a better bang for our buck.
The NIMBLE has saved us time through our virtualized servers, also through the management, and it's helping us to quickly back up our data solutions. So that right there saves us a lot of time.
The solution has performed well beyond at least my expectations. It's just, it just works. It's there. It's easy. We get performance reports We get alerts automatically. Cases are open and closed. So it's a very self-maintaining system.